Hello and welcome to another episode of Video Game Easter Eggs, the series where we take a look at some of the latest and not so latest Easter eggs in video games. If you enjoy these videos, then a like is really appreciated, and if I sound a little different today, that's because after finally getting over having a wisdom tooth removed, I now have a cold. Anyway, without further delay, let's get started. Now, in the last episode of this series, we discovered a very overused Easter egg in Furry Brawler Party Animals. But thankfully, today's Party Animals Easter eggs are a little more creative. For example, during the game's tutorial, you can find several paintings of famous scientists or inventors that have been given an animal makeover along with an animal pun name. First up is Isaac Newton.
Newton.
Next is Albert Einstein.
This is Albert.
Then we have Nikola Tesla.
This fella looks just like you. He is Nikola Tesla.
And finally we have Erwin Schrödinger.
Schrödinger.
I mean, I can't be the only one that loves terrible puns like this. Also, in the same area, if you enter the apparently off-limits room, you can find this. So this ominous looking black slab is a reference to the monolith from 2001 A Space Odyssey. Oh, and I'm not sure if you would class this as an Easter egg, but on the Winter Cabin map, you can play a Party Animals version of Uno. I mean, considering this is just in the game, I think it's pretty cool. Now, this next Easter egg was a contender for overused video game Easter egg of the week, but I'm not 100% sure it's actually a reference to what I think it is. Let me explain. In Fallout 76, you can find the remains of Lady Janet's soft serve. Inside of the trailer, you can find two teddy bears wearing gas masks by a chemistry set. Now, before I tell you what I think, what do you think this might be a reference to? Well, I think that this could be a reference to Breaking Bad. What with the burnt out trailer, the gas masks, and the chemistry set. It seems pretty nailed on. The thing is, even though the pieces are all there, I'm just not convinced. I know there is another Breaking Bad Easter egg in Fallout 76 that is way more obvious, which kind of makes me doubt this one even more. As always, let me know what you think. Now that's out of the way, it's time for our overused video game Easter egg of the week. The segment where we take a look at one Easter egg that has been referenced to death in video games. Today's Easter egg comes from the supposed Call of Duty killer XDefiant. On the Meltdown map, you can find this. So, four turtles gathered around a sewer is an obvious reference to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. What puts the cherry on top of this particular Easter egg cake is this rat hiding in the shadows, which is a nod to the group's mentor, Master Splinter. Be sure to join me next time for another overused video game Easter egg of the week. So, well over 3 years ago now, we discovered the strange sight of this man dancing in a secret room in Fear. After a bit of digging, we learned that this man was Norton Mapes, one of the very few NPCs to survive the events of the games. Well, it turns out that you can find Norton Mapes again, this time in the Extraction Point DLC, and somehow things are even stranger. So, if I'm honest, I have no idea what's going on here, so I'm just going to say what I see, which is Norman bouncing on the ground and a dummy standing in the corner. Oh, and for fans of the late 90s shooter, Shogo Mobile Armor Division, the song that is playing in this room is the theme song for that game, which was also developed by Monolith Studios, and if I'm honest, I've never heard of it. So Call of Duty often jumps, or should I say copies, the latest video game trends. And even though the Only Up hype came and went pretty much straight away, on certain days you can play COD's own version of Only Up, called Get High. Much like Only Up, Get High sees you climbing various obstacles with the ultimate goal of reaching the top before your rivals. I mean, it's not the worst way to spend 20 minutes, but the same could be said for watching paint dry. Anyway, if you do manage to make it to the end, you'll be greeted with your final obstacle, a simple set of stairs. However, if you turn around and follow the path that I do, you can find this. So we can find a very well hidden room with a skeleton watching TV. Now, I'm not sure if this is a reference to anything in particular. I mean, if I'm honest, I really don't think it is, but if you have any ideas, let me know in the comments. So Hitman Easter eggs are always pretty cool, and usually involve multiple steps to complete. And this Easter egg from the author mission on the Sapienza map is no different. Around the map are 6 very well hidden red balloons. And I know what you're thinking, and don't worry, this isn't a Pennywise Easter egg. You need to shoot these 6 balloons in any order that you like, though you may want to pack a sniper rifle as a couple of them are way off in the distance. The 7th balloon can be found in the water near the mansion, and if you shoot it, this will happen. So 47 is celebrating someone's birthday. I mean, for all we know, it could even be his own. The thing is, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the strangest, magic balloons that appear out of nowhere and attach themselves to 47's wrist probably score a 5, which shows just how strange some of the Hitman Easter eggs really are. Now, the final Easter egg for today's video can be found in the excellent puzzle game, The Witness, though it does contain some serious spoilers for the game. So if you want to avoid those, leave a like on the video and be on your way. Okay, so if you're still here, I'm guessing you don't mind the spoilers. So when the game begins, you find yourself in a courtyard, where you can do this. So this puzzle isn't necessary to progress through the game, but completing it opens a secret door. As you make your way through the next area of what appears to be some sort of retreat, you soon find yourself walking a path in a dark void. Keep walking along the path until this happens. So I'm going to cut this off here, as it goes on for nearly 9 minutes, but I will leave a link to a video in the description of a smaller creator that uploaded the full thing. Just let them know that I sent you. So that's it. If you enjoyed this video, then leaving a like is really appreciated. If you are a fan of Easter eggs and secrets in games, then perhaps consider subscribing, and if you want more videos just like this one, then perhaps click one of the videos on screen, as YouTube seems to think you'll like those too. As always, a big thank you for watching my videos and being a part of this community. And as always, I'll speak to you all soon.